do you feel good about everything, especially coming off the great game that you had the other day?
Yeah, just getting back on the grass felt good and flipping the page, and we got Cincy this week, so excited for that. Excited for the guys. So
conference action, are you excited about that?
I am. The new conference is going to be a good deal, and we're excited for it. So started something fun. So
Dillon, how do you quantify how much better you're playing this year versus a year ago at this time?
Wins. That's how I quantify it. Finding ways to win. Anyway, and then anyhow, wherever it is. So that's my pure main focus. Obviously, getting better in my work, detailed, and that has everything to do with creating completions, moving the chains, and then putting points on the board. So simplifying it. That's the main thing.
Are you more decisive this year, just maybe even pre-snap and knowing where you need to go? And is that just come with comfort?
I'd say just a collection of a lot of things. I said it before, just the collection of year two guys being together, me being Jaleel second year, Drake, Andrew obviously coming in, but just being able as a group to come together as a unit, it's just different.
All that work that you guys did during the summer, it did come to fruition, that just the comfort of knowing where guys are going to be?
I believe so. I think, some of the throws we work and then seeing it, come to fruition in play and things we specifically worked, and then seeing that happen is something that is cool to see, but also a testament, to our work and how we do it.
Drake said Saturday, I told y'all Nick Anderson produced it. I told y'all he was coming. Did you have that same feeling?
I did. I knew it's just a matter of time and opportunity, and I knew, a lot of those guys were taking advantage of that opportunity. I say the same for all the young guys coming up, with Petaway making plays, Nick Anderson, Jaden Gibson. Just as a group, I think they've showed that, obviously, in practice, but now being able to have the opportunity is super cool.
Those big guys, when they have a big catch radius like that, how does that change your delivery or the way you think about where you have to throw the football? I
just think of it like this, if you're bigger, taller, faster, and someone's smaller, shorter, slower, then you got an advantage. So.
Why'd you look at me?
I didn't mean to. Your eyes are easy to look towards. So I'm like, Eddie.
Things ramp up around here in conference play, though.
I think we know. I think we're very aware that conference play is coming and non-conference is coming to a close. But I love just the focus, regardless of what it is. It's for us. It's just 1 week at a time, and keeping that the main focus, and that'll take care of everything.
Do you look at a lot of what happened last year, though, in those first 3 games, and then you guys came out and conference played, and it wasn't so much?
Yeah, I think it was just a different time and place and where we were, but now, we're just, like I said, I think learning from our mistakes, being smart and taking it 1 game at a time, being present, and then just keeping the main thing, which is really important.
What's your early thoughts on Cincinnati?
I think they're, really talented. Obviously, they've played a bunch of good football and lost a close one, but, they're a really good team and have a really good defense, so it'd be a great challenge, playing there, and excited to, get out there. So.
You touched on it there with the question, the answer to Eddie, but why do you feel like this team is – what were the biggest lessons you took away from what happened last year at this time that you feel like can help you this year?
The details. That's why we did lose back then. It's just dialing into those little things that make the difference. I think I've also learned, personally, that the difference between winning and losing is very small, but I've also learned that W's make people a lot happier and L's make a lot of people not so happy. So at the end of the day, a W is a W, and finding ways to do that is the most important thing.
Dillon, you guys lead the nation in third down conversions. Can you talk about just the mentality going in on third down? Yeah,
just make sure we make everyone happy. Converting on third. No, I'm playing. But just it's the name of the game. It's third downs, and executing on that is crucial. You can look at a lot of things, but finding ways to move the chains, finding ways to put points on the board, that's efficiency to me.
Jeff mentioned your progressions, especially you made 3 third and longs against Tulsa, and he also complimented the offensive line for giving you time to make those progressions. Just talk about working in concert with those guys, having time to make the reads.
Yeah, I love that. Obviously they give me a bunch of time, and they've been obviously a group I've been impressed with through practice and off season, but also in season, just the way they attacked and continue to attack. But also I think with us, putting ourselves in those positions, early don't help, but finding ways to move past it and convert even though adversity may strike is super important as well.
Dillon, how gratifying is it, those third downs? I know you're early in the journey, 3 games is not a full season, but you went into the offseason saying, okay, that's the number one thing we got to get better at, and you came out of it saying, okay, we're better at it.
Yep. No, it's what you work at, and seeing it obviously come into fruition is something you get excited about, but knowing how much better we can be as we continue to work at it. So that's our main focus, and I love that we made it emphasis because it's super important.
How excited to get this group out on the road, true road atmosphere for the first time?
It'd be good. I know that the Tulsa game was kind of a home game with all the OU fans, so it's funny you say that, but it'll be really good for us, and I'm excited to play ball. It's another opportunity. We're always grateful for it.
You mentioned that losses, last year made people unhappy. We've heard a couple of your teammates mention that, you heard people talking trash, doubting you through the offseason. Just how do you compartmentalize that and kind of, use that as a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, it's part of the game. It's part of knowing who you are, and I'm big on that. I've learned myself through this journey, from freshman year to now, and played a bunch of football. But I think the biggest thing is controlling what you can control, and knowing that the difference between winning and losing is really small. So dialing into details, not taking it for granted, and executing on a high level goes a long way. And that's our focus. And I think just learning from those past experiences are huge for us this year.
What's your career record against Cincinnati?
Yeah, I know it. I'm not going to say it,
No, I'm not
but
gonna say it.
I know it. I know what it is, and it's I obviously knew my record against Tulsa, so I'm excited for the game. Excited to play them. It'll be a good one.
Is it going to be the Dillon Gabriel revenge tour or anything like that?
Heard a bunch of people say that, but it's not for me to decide. It's a team game. I'm glad I'm with these guys, so it's going to be a good atmosphere, a good vibe, and it's going to be a good game. So
You've been really good about not turning the ball over. Is Saturday the one? I know it's a turnover at the end of the day, but can you live with that, letting somebody go make a play?
Yeah, you don't like it. You don't like turning the ball over, and it's not ever something that you strive to do.
Sure.
And I don't even like saying taking care of the football, because then that seems like you're just I don't know how to explain it, but it's just not my verbiage. I just say being smart with the football, being stingy with it, and then making plays, but being smart, aggressive. It's something that you want to continue to do to keep yourself in games, but also give yourself a chance. So